Welcome to another session of Your Food and Life. Today, we'll be talking about another topic, and that topic is food and your gender. Gender, I mean, is what some people call sex, S-E-X. So when you talk about your gender, what do I mean? And how do I impute your food intake into that? Most times, people feel because I'm a man, I should eat this. I'm a woman, I should eat that. And because I want to be slim, I should be eating this. Not actually. When you have a particular food habit, it's difficult to break and it's difficult to discontinue. And when you now feel because you are a man or your gender is this way, you have to eat that is not going to align. How do you eat right? When a man is above the age of 18, naturally the developmental stage is slowing down. You should reduce certain type of food, and not just the types of food, not just the classes of food, the portion, the timing, and everything. And when you are now above 30 years, there are certain factors you need to consider when consuming your food. The time you consume the food, the portion you take, the actual work that you do, your career. If you are the type of man or you engage in sedentary work, sitting down in the offices, not moving around so much during the day, you can actually consider your food intake or the portion you consume. You can compare with a woman. Actually a woman, but she does carpentry work, or she does bricklaying, or she does automobile. So how do you correlate that? The energy expenditure for such a woman will be very high. She's involved in manual lifting, kicking, knocking, hammering, and then carries out a lot of physical exercise unconsciously, lifting the arms, lifting the legs, and everywhere. So you can actually compare that to a woman, to a man, who is sitting in the office, moving around and pacing up and down, just few meters within a little circumference. So gender has nothing to do with what you consume. Gender has to come into play when you are talking about quality, nutritional quality. Maybe you are eating for some reasons as a pregnant woman, lactating mother, or you are maybe ovulating. That's when you consider certain types of food, what to eat, not to eat. A woman in that category definitely will need higher protein. And I'm not talking about consumption of all these protein bars, all these protein powders. I'm talking about real food, talking about eggs, milks, milkshake, and then some bean pottage, actual legumes in form of any kind, lima bean, kidney bean, traditional African beans, and all that, in order to boost the production of eggs. And for the lactating mother, the milk, the egg, because of the presence of certain amino acids, improve the production of the breast milk for the lactating mother, and for the pregnant woman herself, help developmental process and procedure in the fetus. So when some people talk about gender, I'm a man, I should eat more. No, you don't have to eat more. You have to eat smart. So a woman, if you are not doing so much, I'm not talking about your physical work that you have to do. And you are not lactating, you are not pregnant. The kind of work you do does not entail physical exercise, physical work as such. The quantity, the timing, the portion, and then the way you eat is also need to be considered. So the particular stage of life that you are in as a woman should tell you what to eat, when to eat it. And then genetics also come into play. There are certain factors, genetical factors that if usually you're the big side in your family, there are certain traits that come in naturally, no matter what you eat. So you put that into play and then you consider and reduce so much of the quantity. Reduce carbohydrate level. But I don't believe in all these keto diets, all these kind of diets. All you need is to eat the right food, the right quantity, the right time, and then the right portion. Thank you. See you the next time. Your Food and Life.